Dear students, today we'll learn stages of combustion in CI engine, that is compression ignition engine, means in a diesel engine. There are normally four stages of combustion in diesel engine, and here the only fuel is injected inside the combustion chamber and the air comes in the start of a suction stroke. Now, you see in this figure we have shown four different stages of combustion, and in this P theta diagram, that is pressure versus crank angle diagram, we have shown motoring curve and actual combustion curve. This process is divided into four stages. Now we will discuss the first stage, that is ignition delay period or pre-flame combustion. It has been shown in the point A and point B. At point A, the injection starts, and at point B, combustion starts. That means the fuel does not combustion or the fuel does not combust quickly after the injection. It requires some time to get or to absorb the heat from the chamber and self ignite. Hence, that period is called as a ignition delay, and that occurs before TDC 20 to 30 degrees. Here you see motoring curve and actual fire cycle curve differently. As we have seen in the SI engine, motoring curve, that means when the both ports are closed, intake and exhaust, and there is no combustion inside the chamber, that curve drawn is known as a motoring curve. And the second one is a actual fire cycle curve, that is shown for only one cycle of the engine. It is shown by curve A, B, C, D and F. The fuel is injected at point A. As soon as the fuel jet is broken into fine spray, the fuel starts absorbing heat from the surrounding high temperature air and vaporization of the fuel starts. As there is already heated air is present inside the combustion chamber, then it will absorb the heat. The fuel will absorb the heat from that air and it will slowly combust itself, or a flame is generated due to this. Again, because of the movement of piston from BDC to TDC, the inside air also get compressed and temperature of the air increased. Due to high pressure of the injection, the fuel gets atomized and it penetrates inside with every molecule of the air, and every molecule or a drop of the fuel is surrounded by sufficient amount of air for efficient burning of the fuel inside the combustion chamber. The chemical reaction also starts as the vaporization of the fuel starts, but in the absence of flame, therefore it is known as a pre-flame reaction. That means the flame does not generate or does not created, only the fuel will vaporize inside the chamber due to the temperature and pressure present inside. We call this stage ignition delay period or pre-flame combustion. Now, here we will see the vaporization occurs, but flame does not generated, only the temperature going into increased. And again, at point A, the fuel is injected, but it does not ignited or it does not get self ignition. Hence, it is known as the ignition delay period. During that period, the fuel is injected inside the chamber, but no ignition occurs and also the flame is not generated. It occurs only the after point B. At the very beginning of the pre-flame combustion, the energy release rate is very less than the rate of heat absorption by the fuel because of the amount of fuel vapor is small. That means the fuel present inside the chamber absorb very less amount of heat during this period. That's why the curve is slowly increases. This increase in pressure attained in maximum value, then the energy released due to pre-flame reaction is equal to the rate of heat absorption by the fuel. We can see in the graph the motoring curve and firing curve are differentiated from point B. That is, the first cycle curve start is differing at point B from the motoring curve. That means the motoring curve separates at that point, because in case of motoring curve there is no flame or ignition of the fuel inside the chamber. The duration between the point A to B is known as ignition delay period. Again, total ignition delay period is divided into two parts. The first one is a physical delay period and the second one is chemical delay period. That is, point A and B are divided into two parts. During physical delay period, fuel is injected from nozzle in the form of very fine spray, that is in the atomized form. There are small particles of the fuel all are sprayed. The fuel particles absorb the heat from high temperature hot air inside the combustion chamber and gets vaporized. Second is a chemical delay period. After physical delay period, that is atomization, vaporization and mixing with air, the chemical delay period gets started. During this period, chemical reaction between air and fuel starts. That means the free flame reaction getting started. This period ends when fuel auto ignites and flame appears. That means at the point B, the chemical delay period ends. You are seeing it by yellow line. It has been shown where the pressure drops and again it going to be increased. It is very difficult to exactly separate the physical and chemical delay period. Generally, a chemical delay is longer than a physical delay. However, it depends on the temperature generated inside the chamber. At high temperature, chemical reaction is quicker and physical delay is longer than a chemical delay. Because at high temperature, the chemical reaction occurs faster. The delay period refers to the sum of physical and chemical delay. In most of the CI engine, the ignition delay is shorter. Now, we'll take the second stage, that is known as uncontrolled combustion. Because here we, or in the CI engine, we cannot control the combustion rate, because in case of SI engine we can generate spark and will ignite the mixture, but in case of CI engine the fuel gets auto ignited, depends on the pressure and temperature present inside the combustion chamber. Hence this portion is known as uncontrolled combustion, because we cannot control the combustion of the fuel inside the chamber. In CI engine, the time and place where ignition will start is not fixed. The fuel is continuously spread for approximately 30 to 40 degrees of the crank angle. Here we will see during the delay period, fuel is spread throughout the combustion chamber because of the atomization and vaporization. The combustion starts at any point from one place or from many places. That will, where the temperature will be higher, the auto or ignition will start at from that point. Therefore, considerable amount of fuel is accumulated in combustion chamber during delay period and it burns rapidly, causing a high pressure rise as shown in the curve between point B and point C. Now if you see in the curve from point B to C, it is shown by a red line where the pressure rapidly increases to the higher level. As delay period increases, more amount of fuel is accumulated in the combustion chamber, which increase the pressure rise and produces high frequency noise, which is known as diesel knock. Now, knocking we have seen many times in our vehicle when we press the throttle more and the speed of the vehicle is less. That means at that point, the more amount of fuel is entered inside the combustion chamber and more energy is generated. That at the same time the utilization is not proper and the speed of the engine is lower. Hence it generates the excessive energy and it knocks the walls of the engine. Now we'll take the third stage, that is controlled combustion. During this stage, rate of combustion can be controlled by varying the rate of fuel injection, where here we can change the fuel injection rate and control the combustion. This point comes after the piston moves from top dead center to bottom dead center. The quantity of fuel increase or decreases, the rate of combustion will increase or decrease accordingly. During second stage of combustion, that is uncontrolled combustion, delay is completed and all mixture accumulated during the delay period is burned. That means here the complete combustion of the fuel will occur. Therefore, pressure and temperature inside the cylinder becomes very high and that will force the piston with maximum energy towards the lower, that is towards the bottom dead center. After uncontrolled combustion, whatever fuel injected will readily get the fresh air and instantly ignite without any delay period due to high temperature and pressure inside the chamber. That after point C to point D is the third stage, that is controlled combustion. It is the top of curve and the pressure is much higher at this point. This condition is controlled by the fuel injection rate. That's why this stage is known as controlled combustion. The heat evolved by the end of the controlled combustion is about 70 to 80% of the total heat of the fuel supplied during the cycle. That means the maximum heat is generated during this stage. Now the fourth stage, that is known as afterburning. It is shown after point D on the curve. The curve declines after point D to F. Theoretically, we can say that combustion is completed at the end of third stage, that is controlled combustion at point D, where maximum cycle pressure is reached. At point D, the maximum pressure and temperature is reached. Also, the energy level is maximum, which forces the piston downward and make the engine to run. But actually, small quantity of fuel particles may combust after point D is known as afterburning. That means there are some remaining fuel particles present inside the combustion chamber burns after point D. That's why it is known as a afterburning region, because at that time the power stroke occurs and the piston is already started moving towards the BDC and still there are some fuel particles that are unburned during the first stage are burned. So here we have completed this point. Thank you.